Hey guys, Bryan Lebo here with your holiday market update for December. All right, first off, my apologies for not producing a video last month, but if you did watch October's video, and especially if you watched the extracted version, regarding why new home sales are a dangerous purchase, well then you heard me warn, as I've been doing for the past few months, that the market is starting to slow down depending on the location and the product type. All right, now, while most of the news regarding our market is somewhat starting to become negative, we did get a nice little boost this month due to FHFA raising the maximum conforming loan limits a couple weeks ago. Now, if you don't know what that means, here's the simple explanation. A conforming loan limit is simply the maximum amount that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac think the government will purchase and/or guarantee. What that means to us as the consumer is that this is the maximum mortgage amount that you can get before you enter what's called jumbo loan territory. This is where both your rates and down payments start to increase. For many people, this is quite literally the ceiling by which they can get a loan. Well, 2 weeks ago, the amount was raised 6.5% from $453,100 to $484,350. This is very important for us in Las Vegas since our market has increased 13.5% this year. So even this 6.5% increase in loan limits isn't even close to keeping up with our inflation. This is perfect for the rest of the country that doesn't see the same type of amount of appreciation as us, but hey, every little bit helps, right? All right, now before we get into other matters, let's first check out our market analytics. Okay, first up is last month's sales. As you can see, last month we sold 2,126 homes. This was a 13% decline from last year when we sold 2,439 homes. Other than September, this was the worst year-over-year month that we've had this year. Either way you cut it, it's not a really encouraging sign. Okay, next is everyone's favorite, median home prices. As you can see on the screen now, for the first time since August of 16, the median home price actually decreased from $297,000 to $295,000 back in October. Well, last month was simply flat. We managed to stay put at the same $295,000 price. I know it's not sexy, but it's actually probably a really good sign. Next, let's review our current inventory levels. On the screen now, you can see that inventory is continuing to rise. We ended the month with 7,037 homes on the market. Thankfully, this was only a 3% increase. Now, in the past 3 months, we've seen a 20% increase, a 10% increase, and then another 10% increase. This marks 39 out of the past 41 weeks of increasing inventory. This hasn't happened since 2013. Now, back then, inventory didn't start to drop until the first week in December, since nobody really is listing their homes that deep in the winter. Now, before we go and freak out too much, let's add some perspective. Yes, inventory has been jumping through the roof. But on the other hand, we were down to only about 3,500 homes at the beginning of this year. We're talking like 5 to 6 weeks of inventory. That's actually dangerous for the market and creates hyperinflation due to supply being too low for demand. So yes, we've doubled our inventory just this year. But consider this. We were around 7,000 homes back in the summer of 2014 up until the winter of 2016. Now, during those 2 years, we saw 7% appreciation each year. That's still double what normal appreciation is. So let's not go and jump to any conclusions or freak out quite so soon. Now let's wrap up what we learned. Sales were down from October, which is normal, but down substantially from last year, which isn't a good sign. Median prices were flat, and our inventory still continues to rise. So what does this mean for us? Well, we're officially at the time for doom and gloom predictors to come out in full force. Many booming markets like Vancouver, New York, and Los Angeles are now really feeling the struggle a little bit. They've got bloated inventory, substantial reductions in median price, and just overall signs of contraction. But just remember, while issues like rising interest rates will always affect real estate from a national level, real estate is still regional. Those aforementioned areas have blown past the pre-recession levels. Affordability in those markets are beyond insane. Frankly, they look unsustainable. Meanwhile, here in Las Vegas, the median price is only $295,000. We peaked back in 2006 at $315,000. So, unlike most of the United States, we still haven't even fully recovered. Then calculate normal appreciation, which is 4% in Las Vegas, and that $315,000 becomes $395,000 in today's money. Between what California always does to motivate people to move to Vegas and the new Trump tax plan, which actually eliminates state and local tax write-offs, which really affects California residents the most, we still have a built-in stream of new residents every year. So while the market is showing signs of slowing down, nothing lasts forever. And frankly, had we not slowed down a little bit, we really would be running a high risk of a major correction in our market. Frankly, I think the slowdown is very good for our market. Buyers have more time to make a good financial decision, and sellers can no longer list garbage properties and expect to receive top dollar for them. While this market provides more work for us as realtors, I genuinely feel that this is healthy in the long term, for our market at least. Well, that's it for this month, guys. Please be sure to subscribe, have a wonderful holiday season, and I'll see you guys all next month.